Oh, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? Welcome to the Apple Slices team stream. Kind of shamey. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry to let you down. But yeah, Kama is no longer with the team. Zineel is our third now. I'm running ads right now, so we don't have that during the game. Because Twitch is trying to force him again. Yeah, Kama's gone, and Beastbound is no longer the coach. Beastbound stepped away first. That much I know. Mainly because he's EU. To which, can you blame the guy? I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Alright. I think I have it what I need to have up. Mike! My man! What's up, brother? Mr. Luciano. Whew, hope you got... Yeah, I hope you're ready for this. I hope you're excited. Because this is something to be excited about. Let me go ahead and show you guys what exactly is going on, okay? This is important. So, let's run over how things are, okay? Here's the bracket for this evening. We made it into day 2 uppers without any problem. Went 2-0, 2-0, and that was the end of the night. Easiest night of our lives. RLCS, what's going on? Welcome. We're up against Buis Starved. Buis is actually quite popular on social media, so this should be a fun one between him, Panzler, and Corrupt. I even just got the notification that he's live on Twitch, so that'll be fun. Then we'll probably face the Lemons. Lemons are a solid roster, Faded, Geodes, Ryan, Enzo. I mean, as our Sky with Cure, Yam, and Sixes. And then we're probably going to end up facing, if we were to go by projected, it's going to be Whippersnappers, which is a ridiculously good team of Expert, Skippy, and Realize. If you do not know Expert, you will. It's simply put. Realize that Skippy have had solid results. I think Expert is the key piece to this team. And I'm actually quite worried to face Expert. That dude is a freak. He's extremely good. So, if projected, we're supposed to go into day 3 uppers. But Expert is insane. So, let's just be ready, because that could be something. We're going best of 5, best of 5, best of 5 today. We're leading off against Buis Starved. Let me go ahead and get a prediction up, shall I? There we go. Predictions up. Will they get the win? Trying to pick up a team for RLCS. Well, without spoiling anything, the team may already be in talks with a potential organization. I hope you guys are ready. Like, the game is already about to take place. I gotta stop the music. We're about to get things underway. I'm just waiting for everyone to hit the field. I'm actually behind now. Man, time slipped by me, honestly enough. Alright. Y'all ready for this? It's game time, ladies and gents. Panzer's joined. They've hit the field. We've hit the field. Let's run it. Game time between Apple Slices and Buis Starved. Juice looking to start things off. He'll take that good 50 on front. Corn Panzler, pinch up high. Zineel, reset, immediately pop towards the backward where Buis will look to cover. Taroco again down into the offensive half. Yesterday, the broadcast was highly relaxing, frankly. I'm going to end the submissions. Hopefully everyone got in their submissions for the prediction. Yesterday was a very relaxing broadcast, real simple. Never anything really close. The team was just screwing around, trying to find highlight goals. But right now, we are up against some serious offensive pressure brought on by Buis Starved. And we're holding on for the time being. That pass off the corner, met by a great challenge from Juice. Zineel, corner double. Not going to find it, and Taroco committed in right after contact was made by the defense. Core now with the musty towards net. Juice, good save out wide. Picked it up high. Taroco. Control. Over the top of Buis on target. Core the save high. Zineel crashing back in. If you guys do not know Zineel, the new 3rd member of Apple Slices, he's more well known for his collegiate Rocket League results with Northwood. He has many of them, but Juice is going to get the first on the board, doing it on his own. From the near side, a tight angle, got around Core, and Taroco's demo was crucial in opening up the net. Back to focusing on Zineel. He has a ton of collegiate Rocket League results, mostly with Northwood. He now is one of the members of Northwood alongside Andy and Hoxer, a great trio. And one of the things that has been emphasized to me is his ability to be a complementary player to the other two members of Taroco and Juice. So I'm excited to see how exactly it pans out. Yesterday was too small of a sample size to know exactly how big of an impact he will end up making on this roster. Today will be a much greater test as, you know, as we continue as we continue moving forward throughout the course of the tournament. Competition will get stiffer and stiffer, and that it will be the real test of what Zineel is to this team. We also do not have the coaching of Beastbound anymore, so I'm interested to see how on-the-fly adjustments are made by this roster. Yes, Andy, yes. Andy is collegiate. He's not with Dignitas. He used to be a part of Moist and Deleted Gaming. The roster for Dignitas, I believe, is Bora, 5UP, and I'm not sure who their third is. I cannot remember. Boys now with control in front of the net. Apple Slices enjoying themselves a 1-0 lead. Could be made 2-0 by Zineel. He'll take the shot just off the crossbar. Juice hits the post as well. And Taroco's blocked out. A little bit of misfortune offensively for Apple Slices on that possession. Panzler slows things down. Corn out against Taroco. Shot kicked out wide. Buist rebound. It is a tie ball game. We're just going to skip by that. We're going to move on collectively. We have 2 minutes left. Tie ball game. I do feel like we're absolutely in control of this game. It was a really unfortunate offensive possession right before they ended up scoring that goal. Hope we'll be able to move on from here. I think we'll do so just fine. That shot goes off the post from Juice. Taroco's there for the rebound. And sure enough, there we are. Hey, Nate, how are you? Oh, don't worry. We have to face these guys now, and then we'll probably have to face Expert, Skippy, and Realize later. Absolutely, yeah. There you go. That's who to contact. RLCSC. I know it's not the crazy, or it's not the best draw for us, but at the same time, it's certainly not the worst. I mean, clearly it's not the worst. Absolutely, Nate. What are you up to? And he was on Dignitas before he went to Pirates on a Boat. Ah, gotcha. And then Moist. Goodness gracious. Why that far? Why do you have such a hike in front of you? Panzer out to the sidewall. Zineel up high, boosts in the tank, gets bumped off the ball by Core, but Juice has a shot, bar down and through, and what felt like a close game has very quickly erupted into a one-sided slaughter brought on by the members of Apple Slices. That's just a picture-perfect shot. We love Juice. This guy rules. Core, double tap, not gonna have it. Zineel, no contact. Panzler, slow shot. Taroco, easy clear. Went home after TCS to see family and friends. Okay, that makes sense. I can't blame you for that. Juice 50 by Panzler. Core, close angle, not gonna find it. Guided out by Juice. He's got no boost in the tank. We'll hand it off to Zineel, who also has 0, but that's an infield pass towards Taroco. Trying to give it back towards Juice. Team trying to work in tandem. Now Taroco looks to go on his own. And they're just guiding the ball out towards safety. Zineel crashing in. Taroco. Turn from the sidewall up against Panzler. Lose the challenge towards the sidewall. Back in field. Then off the demo. It's a wide open shot. Taroco's going to let Zineel have it. 5-1. Wow. Nutty, respectfully, I get what you said regarding this being a tough round 1 draw. But this scoreboard is beautiful to read. Oh, Taroco, what a read. No way Zineel has that. The boys are playing for the highlights as this game comes to a close. Core doesn't make contact, and it will indeed drop. Golly. That was intense. Juice 2 goals. Zineel 2 goals. Taroco 1 goal but 3 saves. 13 shots from the boys. This is good stuff. I mean, I don't know what else you want from him. That was pretty great. I expect the team to probably go for more highlights, especially if we continue to find the back of the net as easy as we did that game. But everyone looked good. Passing was starting to come through. Good comms all around. Guess we're just waiting on Zineel. There he is. We're good to go. Juice family. Aren't we all, though? Let's just call a spade a spade. Like, that's... We all should be fans of Juice. And we are here on the Apple Slices team stream. Juice is a dog. He is insanely good at the game. He'll even win that challenge out in front. Zineel's going to have a wide open net. Bang. Quick and easy. Painless for us. Painful for Buist Starved. That's just a great 50, and Core being bumped has 0 chance at retreating back in time. Nice job by Zineel getting that one through. Juice actually missed the corner boost off the kickoff. Lose the 50 to Buist. He'll get one touch to the backboard. Good skip touch from Zineel. Juice is going to challenge Panzler right away. Taroco, follow up with control from the sidewall. Pop wins a 50 against 1 to the backboard. Buist a little awkward and backwards and now dead. That's a lot to happen to a defense at once. I do feel right now for Buist Star because Buist was backwards and then just gets murdered, frankly. You know, Mateo, I do not know. I do not know, actually. What I can tell you is that Apple Slices has earned their seating. And, you know, I really hope that the organization that is interested in signing us is watching this broadcast today to know just exactly what they are working with. Want to name the team after himself? Well, I know that Buist Starved is a wordplay on the name Boost Starved, but I didn't know exactly where the word or term Buist comes from, like in Buist's actual name. Throws that Taroco. Zineel, pre-jumping passing play. Oh, no way, Zineel. No way! Oh, Panzler, why'd you have to do that? All right, newsflash, everybody. Panzler doesn't like to have fun. That was an unbelievable passing play from Taroco to Zineel. The double was gorgeous, and Panzler just decides, nah, we're not going to have that go through. Rude. Ruining the content. Zineel is going to have another opportunity from the ceiling. Just going to send it on net, and it's through. I'll tell you what. At least through last game and this game, Zineel looks very comfortable, to say the least, on this team. He looks pacey. He looks fast. He looks like he's very much in control. He's having a good time. There's pre-jump passing plays coming through. The chemistry appears to be there. So, at least as it currently sits, I'm quite a fan of this fit. Well, at least for a short amount of time, it was a close call defensively for us, but on the breakout, Taroco can't find the mark. Zineel, attempting the Psycho, instead just puts it to the right-hand side. Juice will look to play before Buist challenges from behind. Juice with the 50 win on to Panzler. Buist collecting that corner boost, will escape contact from one. Gets the save out in front against Taroco as well, but Panzler misses. That'll leave Core in a one-on-one up against Juice that he does lose. Zineel looking to hit it hard off the sidewall, does do so, crashing in his Juice. No contact as Panzler broke it up. Zineel's got nothing as well, just looking to steal some corner boost. Shot just too high. Juice the floater towards net, multiple defenders required. Panzer, decent pinch off the sidewall. Juice bumped out of the play. Now Buis with a reset. Looking to carry the ball, possibly get a bump instead of Taroco to take it away. Looking for a bump of his own. Cannot find it. Defense left awkward and chasing the ball. Up high, Taroco. Bombing it back downfield. Panzler out to the left-hand side where Juice is able to collect. Core, clear out wide. It is 3 goals to the good right now for Apple Slices. They look great in game 1, winning 5-1. It was close for a decent amount of time, and then reality struck, frankly. Juice does not make contact. Things are quite awkward. The very slow Musty out in front could actually pay dividends. It's so awkward right now for the defense. Yet Apple Slices continue pressing forward. Taroco the turn, shot, top right corner, Panzler covered. Juice light pass, Zineel there to the backboard, double tap off the corner. Taroco going to be up next, pass back infield for him. I mean, the offense right now looks beautiful the way that they are flowing. Juice even got a reset out. Unfortunately, he's not able to use it, and we are going to concede. All right. Mike, Mr. Luciano, I'm not sure why you felt the need to sub, but I'm extremely grateful, so thank you very much, sir. Shout out my man, Mike. Childhood friend of mine, one of my longest tenured friends. Very grateful that he's around. We love Mike. Mike, we're gonna have to hit up the stick sometime, you know? We're gonna have to play sometime soon. I know you've been grinding. I see you on quite a bit. Mike the GOAT. Dang right, Nate. I tried having you guys meet, but unfortunately Fight Night did not quite line up. Great pass back from Zineel towards Juice. Juice already has full boost. We'll leave that for Zineel as well. Juice, about as mechanical as a player as you will find, looking for the extra touch, and the Doomsy just goes off of the post. Oh, what a highlight that would have been. To the backboard, towards net, actually. Juice with one. Pop up towards the ceiling. Zineel up next to it. On the basketball-style dribble, taken away by Juice out wide. Zineel stealing the corner boost. Taroco to go try to pass to him. Panzer's having none of it. Limited time on the clock now. Buis starved, needing a goal with time remaining, but Juice is not going to allow that to happen. Core on the turn, going to be challenged by Juice. That's a great pinch at the backboard. If Buis can read this, that'd be a heck of a shot, but he cannot, unfortunately. That means we're up 2-0. Subscribe to make it for all the 3-point content. Hey, this is an old reference. You will get it, but hey, do perfect. You're on. How's that for old school? So the essence of it all is that Mike and I grew up in the same neighborhood together. He's a couple years younger than me. He's got an older brother who's a year or two younger than me as well. His name is Anthony, and then my brother is Zane. Actually, that's how the K4 name in K4 McMaster came to be, is that it was the 4 of us, and the first letter of the neighborhood we grew up in was K. So that's back when G2 was in their prime, Cloud9 was in their prime, and that was C9 back then. So we adopted K4 as our thing. That's also back when F2 was at the peak of their powers, if you want to call it powers. So we adopted K4 as our thing. That's what we were on Xbox together when we played Rocket League together. That's back in the days of Prospect and Challenger as the ranks. And where McMaster comes from is that we were all huge wrestling fans, like WWE wrestling fans. Yeah, Taroco's gonna have a good shot. All right, cool. We'll continue on. And we would wrestle when we were like 8, 9, and 10 years old in Anthony and Mike's basement, and that was the stage name I picked out, was McMaster. So that is the full circle as to how both K4 and McMaster came to be. Never did I think that McMaster would actually have value associated with it, in terms of like anything other than sentimental value. But to know now that my name has value attached to it from a casting point of view is pretty great, and I'm highly grateful that those guys were my neighbors growing up. Wouldn't have asked for anyone else. Similarly, I would not have asked for any other team but this one to be casting right now, because this is just beautiful what the offense is doing. Thank you guys for indulging in some story time with me for a bit. I appreciate that greatly. So yeah, Luciano, my friend Mike, that's the story with him. Taroco is playing beautifully. Yes, you are correct. I can't believe McMaster stuck. I really don't know how it happened. There's a lot of times where I will queue up into ranked and I'll have people ask whether I'm associated with McMaster University. I've been asked that both in CS and in Rocket League. Okay, it's just open. Oh no. I'm muscled. Oh, hit the gym. Grab some 45-pound plates and put them on the bar, brother. Anyways, yeah, I never expected McMaster to stuck. I've heard that. I've heard McMaster carve the hardware group. But it has somehow, some way lasted for far longer than I thought it would. And it's going to frankly continue to last because I do not plan on giving up this casting stuff anytime soon. Frankly, I've had too many cool opportunities to meet amazing people at in-person events. Most recently at the Tri-City Slam Collegiate Rocket League LAN that East Tennessee State hosted. Oh my goodness, Juice. Excuse me, not Juice. It was Zineel. I got distracted by Juice aiming for the bumps. It's unfortunate that didn't go. But I've been able to do so many things in person and that name being stuck with it. I'm just grateful that, you know, this is how everything has worked out. Hopefully we can continue to have more opportunities to go to said in-person events. I think we will, for sure. But at least for right now, we're broadcasting Apple Slices, and they're going to concede another. We're kind of on track to just give up one at a time. But regardless, I've had a blast doing this. I'm grateful and I feel very blessed that I've been able to have the opportunities that I have had. You can say that I've earned them, but ultimately, you know, God's timing and God's place for me. I got your RLCSC. Dude, Tennessee was an absolute banger event. It was a blast. 20 teams played. There was about 7 of us as casters. I had, I think, one of the most casts of all the people that were there. But regardless, I had a great time. Got to meet amazing people. Specifically, shout out to the guys at Daytona State University and WCTC. Ty, Dimitri, Ryan, Neeks, Smoove, Solus, Seb, Gio. Those guys were all incredible to get to know. Ooh, I'm a little curious about that, Nate. Appreciate it. Yeah, Mateo, fire away. Share a fun fact. After all, we are just kind of laid back right now. We're enjoying ourselves. Like, We Starved is not a joke of a team, but we're very much making it look that way. Mike, if there's a time you and I can get together in person, I would love to show you some of that stuff. I even, during last Rocket League Major, I had a small watch party. I had a small watch party for RLCS, so if you're able to join for that when it comes around in May, I would love to have you next time around, Mike. But if we can get together sometime in person, would love to catch up with you, brother. Nutty is the GOAT, by the way. You know what? Very specifically, hold on. Just because no one else in the chat actually streams, we're going to shout out Nate. Nate was actually the tournament organizer for the Tri-City Slam. Now a close friend of mine in person as well as online. We met doing Golden Hour Esports broadcasts during last RLCS season. And then since then, very quickly, the friendship we developed has blossomed to something fantastic. So, massive shout out, Nate. Make sure you follow him on Twitch if you're not already followed. Dude's a legend. We're going to go up 5-1. That bump for Zineel is so rude. Did you guys see this? The way Zineel just pumped the brakes on Panzler? Dang right, Mike. Hey, April 11th, Mike. Mark your calendar. Birthday is the same country. Yes, 17th of May. He's actually more crazy. 3 months prematurely. That's impressive. Well, I'm glad you're with us because a preemie like that is, you know, chances of survival go down in a situation like that. That is a great play. I will give credit where credit is due. That was a great pass from Core. And good job by Panzer being in position. That was a very good play. But, Mateo, we're glad to have you, man. I'm glad you're here. Shout out Mateo's mom for conceiving Mateo properly. Or I guess successfully, I should say. Weird-ass chat during this game. I mean, this series is done and over. Yeah, 2 claps and a Ric Flair. I'm there. Woo! Taroco, another? Yeah, why not? That's his hat trick. Golly. What are these guys realistically supposed to be doing during this time? Like, this is just brutal. And in case you were curious, that is, yeah, that's his hat trick. Zineel's a hat trick of assists. 2 goals from Juice as well. Complete team effort. Just above 600 grams. Wow. We're blessed to have you, my brother. I appreciate that, RLCS. Thank you. Oh, Zineel. Yep. 7-2. My God. We'll take that. Yeah. GG's. I'll let the scoreboard show so you can all see final stats of that game, because that was pretty outrageous. Except Taroco left, and now that Juice left, we're not going to say anyone but Zineel. Alright, forget about that. That was a slaughter. Let's go ahead and choose the outcome of that. Yeah, of course they took the W. Took it easily. Also, while we're in between games, I'm going to run ads really quick, just because, again, we do not want any ads during the games, and Twitch will bully me into running ads if I do not run them ahead of time. So, just going to fire away. Sorry in advance. Twitch is a pain in the ass when it comes to that. Alright, let's go ahead and check the bracket to see if we have our opponent. It appears as though at present we do not, but we will get there. So, let's take a look. Got the win pretty simply. We're going to be facing the winner of Sky and the Lemons. Is anyone live? No, because they would have a red dot floating over their Twitch if that was the case. As we see here, Enzo not online. I'm just going to prove that this is the case. Yeah, that channel doesn't even exist. Okay, so we do not know who we're facing just yet. Looks like Whippersnappers are going to win 3-0 over Tenjin, or Tenjin, however that's pronounced. Okay, let's see. Not to switch the topic, out of curiosity, could Nate or Mitch explain how teams or organizations get started? I'm assuming these aren't collegiate teams. Maybe that's just a dumb question. So this is actually, that's it, man. That's an in-depth question. So this is not a collegiate team. Apple Slices is not, but Zineel is a collegiate player for Baylor University actively. These teams come together via various tryouts through scrimmages and whatnot. That's at least how the teams form. Organizations is a whole different thing. Can you get sponsors behind you? Can you pay out the players a salary? Typically, it's a monthly salary that the players end up earning from organizations. Rocket League being rated E makes it pretty challenging to find sponsors sometimes, just because, as an example, energy drinks cannot be sponsors of rated E video games. So groups like Red Bull, Monster, so on cannot actually sponsor Rocket League, even though it would be a great partnership because of the game rating. So that also limits sponsors that are willing to work with different organizations that compete in RLCS. So that's why outside of like the top 6 or so of North America, you don't really see many organizations outside of real small ones. So for instance, obviously you have Energy at the top, Gen G. Gen G doesn't, I'm not sure how much they compete in outside of Rocket League. Foot Esports is a big one. They have a CS team. I know that for a fact. They have Valorant. So Foot's a big org. This is just North America. So yeah, NRG, Gen G, Foot, Space Station. Dignitas is big still. So it's really all about funding when it comes to organizations and whether or not they can afford teams. Some organizations take a cut of what players earn in tournaments. Other organizations do not, and it's just hard to find the funding. So the teams are mainly found by scrimmaging, seeing what fits, seeing how you flow with one another versus teams of similar levels or calibers. And when it comes to organizations, it's all dependent on funding, how much they can get their name out there, so on and so forth. I hope that answered your question properly, and if you have other extension questions, please do ask. Does that do the job properly? Goodness gracious. Okay, this makes so much more sense. That was super helpful. It makes it more exciting. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're playing for money. For sure. I can even show you. I'm pretty certain that on the homepage for RLCS on start.gg, it has payment information. There you go. Here's the full event pricing. You get top 128, you get $300 to split with your team. All the way in top 16, up to $1,800. First, obviously, wins a lot more, but not just that, but you also have RLCS points that go towards qualifying for majors and eventually the World Championships. So, the highest team that I've casted was Top Lane Apple Slices during the last split. It opens 1 and 2, where they got 9 through 12. That was Calm, Creams, and Parth for Top Lane, and then it was Calm, Taroco, and Juice for Apple Slices. So, this is the highest level that I personally have casted. I've casted teams that have placed up here. Specifically Virtus Pro most recently, or the formerly known as Redacted roster. I got to cast them. Shopify Rebellion, I got to cast them as well. They won the Shopify Rebellion won the first major. So I've gotten to cast the highest level, but in terms of team streams I've hosted, the highest level I have gotten to is 9th through 12th. So there you go. Well, let's see. Are we still awaiting our opponents? Alright, we're still awaiting our opponent. So, I'm going to run this a quick break, quick intermission. Actually, let's see. I'm sorry, I'll pay attention to what you said first. One of our streamers playing Rocket more like Jinxie or collaborating with Musty, Mizu, etc. I'm hoping that that's the case. I really am. Especially with Jinxie, because that dude has 9 million followers on Twitch. So, I'm really hoping that, you know, he's able to bring more eyes to it. If you know Scissors, he's really good at the game. He's actually SSL, so Scissors is legit. Jinxie's getting into it. I know that Ronaldo's been playing a lot as well. I'm hoping this brings a lot of eyes to the game. In fact, actually, with the most recent update, maybe not this update, but with a future update, they're bringing back player count. They used to have an active player count of how many people were online, and they took that down. Now that it's popular again, they're bringing it back on. Super convenient. But I'm really hopeful this is the case. Jinxie was even tempted to pay a team. Yes, Mateo, I will show you that that is the case. He's overhated. Yeah, he brings in popularity. He's white hot as a streamer. And Queso's starting to play too. Also white hot as a streamer. The more popular streamers play this game, the more popular it becomes. And then, subsequently, from a selfish point of view, the more it helps people like me out. You know? More viewers start tuning in and be like, hey, who is this guy? Why is he broadcasting? What is he doing? So, I'm hoping that it brings more of a prize pool to the players. I hope it brings more eyes onto smaller team streams like myself, like Nutty, who was in here, who does next to new, or at least does them for days 3 and 4. I'm hoping that it brings in a lot more viewers and a lot more popularity, not just at the top of the game, but also to levels that are just beneath it.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, let me go to Jinxie's channel. Here. Reynolds event? Yeah, Reynolds is awesome. That guy deserves so much popularity. What in the world? Yeah, here's Jinxie's followers. The dude's like that. He's opening cases right now, actually, which I personally love. I love case openings. Why was that not fit to screen? That was weird. So yeah, there you go, 9.2 million followers. and he's bringing eyes to Rocket League. How huge of an opportunity. We're still waiting on our opponents, so I'm going to run this to a quick intermission, fill up on water and whatnot, you know, make sure I'm all hydrated, ready to go for the next series, but we are through round 1. If we win this next best of 5, we are guaranteed top 32. And again, we're the 11th seed, by the way. Want to make sure that's abundantly clear. We are the 11th seed out of everyone. But if we win this, we're guaranteed top 32. And the hope from there is to win our final series of the day as well. So then we get into day 3 uppers, which would give us a more favorable matchup to lead off tomorrow. But I'm going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we will have more games on the dock. See you shortly.
Don't you wanna feel good, good, good? Sometimes I wish that we could go back before you got hurt, hurt, hurt. When before I was scared, now I'm feeling prepared. Don't you wanna feel good? Don't you wanna feel good, good, good?
When you say you were leaving, I thought that you meant it. I played the victim, you start as indifferent. Hindsight comes standard with rose-colored lenses. Hate to admit it, you're better off. Now you're too afraid to look, too scared to miss it. We're night and day, solar eclipses. Too afraid to look, too scared to miss it. When I making it feel good. Too scared to just let it go. Too scared to just let it go. Tomorrow we build. Depends on the future we want. We can make it as real. Maybe we will though. Give up the ego. Making it feel good. Too scared to just let it go. Too scared to just let it go. Caught up in your gravity. Always end up lost in your bike. Intoxicated. Maybe we can start it again. Caught up in your gravity. Always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated. Maybe we can start it again.
Alrighty, guys. So we do have our opponents. It is going to be the Lemons. Ended up taking the victory over Sky. They were favored to win. That is Faded, Geodes, Ryan, and Enzo. They took down Sky 3-1. Whippersnappers won. So far, everything as projected has happened through this bracket. I'll say, Mateo, that is super impressive. That you don't have any defects or anything of that. You know, praise be to God on that one. He had a purpose for you, clearly. I love that. I love stories like that, man. That's fantastic. But our next matchup is going to be the Lemons. I'll go ahead and show their roster as well so you guys can see what exactly is happening. Again, Faded, Geodes, Ryan, and Enzo. Seed number 75. They went 2-0 yesterday, 2-1 yesterday, 3-1 just now over Sky. And now have to take us on. Hey, best kind of surprise though, am I right? So here we are. Yeah, once that's finalized, they'll move up. They'll face us. Whippersnappers did take down Tenjin 3-1, and Sherbrooke took down Retirement Home 3-0. I love flying. I've casted flying before. Are we chilling this match? Well, it's going to just progressively get more and more intense, but I still think we're chilling. With respect to our opponents, I think we are chilling. Simply put. Because here's the thing. Sorry, let me go back to the bracket. I want to show you what is predicted. We are projected to face Whippersnappers. Again, I had mentioned who they are, which is Realize, Expert, and Skippy. And if I remember right, they're the 22nd seed. This is a challenge. Okay? This, which will end up being this, more than likely, will be tough. And thankfully, it's not to send either team to the lower bracket. No team will have to play through here at all. Wait. I'm wrong. Oh, I'm wrong. I'm incorrect. Okay. My fault. I thought the winner of I thought no matter what this match, you're in. It's just like one team moves into uppers and has a more favorable matchup in lowers, and then one team moves into lowers and has a worse matchup against uppers. I did not recognize they still have to play for their life. So, that's going to be tough. But I do think we have it. I do think we have it. But that does change things a little bit for me. So, you know, I would think Whippersnappers would make it no problem. Honestly, they're just that good. There's no way they should not make top 32. They are an extremely talented roster. But, again, we got to get to that point. I'm getting ahead of myself, you know? But I think we're chilling against the Lemons. Game's going to start here shortly. And then we'll get things underway. So make sure you guys get in your predictions. And we'll go from there. Mateo, I love it. Yeah, I forgot to mention, Mike, Mateo is from Norway. He's Norwegian. He joined originally as a fan of the former coach Beastbound, who is Dutch. I'm sorry, I got distracted by something crazy. Nah, Beastbound's not the coach anymore. Unfortunately, we love that guy. There was no sour grapes. There was no saltiness. It was just that, frankly, Beastbound's he's Dutch, you know. And as it currently sits, that time zone difference was just brutal to have to deal with, especially considering he still works a full-time job outside of this. So. You met him through the events. Yeah, exactly. So. Okay, I gotta show you guys what's so funny. Hold on. This is way too good to keep from the broadcast, okay? This is way too good to keep from the broadcast. I just have to find it really quick. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Just give me a moment. Sorry. Okay, come on, really? There's 8 pools, and it took me checking 7 of them for this. Okay. That's that's a great team name. It's an outrageous team name. That's nuts. By the way, I do love Spaceman Cowboys. I know these guys IRL. I know Reshi IRL. Dude's awesome, but this is a hilarious team name. It had to be addressed. I couldn't keep laughing at it without the rest of the stream knowing what I thought was so funny. Whoa, 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 F-U-T, bro. Hey, what are you doing now? Thank you. Golly. Here's again, I know their caster. I know the head of SBC. I met him at Worlds 2024. And first of all, great guy. Huge fan of Chenzo. He definitely had to just cast that game. No, that's just too funny. All right, we're checked in. Should be good to go here at any moment in time. There's our queue. There's our queue, ladies and gents. Hopefully you got in your predictions. Let's get this sucker underway. We're switching to Central servers? What? Why? Or was it on Central and we're going to US East? We're going to find out. No, we moved it to Central. Alright. That'll make things a little bit more interesting, but Faded, GS, and Ryan, which is Geodes. We're ready to get things underway, and I hope you guys are ready too. This is the second matchup of hopefully only 3 on the entire day. And thank you very much, Rocket League, for having the overlay get in the way. There we go. Fully underway. The Lemons are going to be a little bit of a tougher challenge. Again, they're a top 75 seed, which is still is high-quality Rocket League, especially out of the 900-plus teams that registered for this event. But with all due respect, they are no apple slices. This is the battle of fruit. And the apples should come out on top, because let's call a spade a spade. Apples are simply better than lemons, especially when sliced. And look at Zineel looking for the full field double. Will not quite find it. We'll steal that corner boost, however, to make things a little bit more challenging for the defense. Taroco, light touch, drop down, Zineel pass towards Juice. Look at the team chemistry. That is beautiful. Taroco, the drop down to Zineel. He doesn't take the shot. Finds Juice for the extra touch. B-E-A. Beautiful work from the apple slices. And Zineel's even going to try to fake out Faded, who's challenging from the ceiling. Great control out of Zineel. No reset. There is now a reset indicator, which is an interesting new feature, and I'm already quite a fan of it as a player. I find that it certainly helps, and it helps as a broadcaster as well. Zineel ceiling double. Ooh, very close, but Taroco's going to not put that away. All right. I got a little ahead of myself. Juice might be able to show off here. He'll get a reset. Does get the 50 up against Geodes. That double commit could prove to be costly, but Zineel is able to close that down as well. Geodes grabbing that boost will pay for it by getting removed from the area. Taroco, bump from behind. Into the corner. Zineel up high. I gotta be honest, I love the way Zineel is playing right now. I absolutely love it. Taroco's gonna kick out wide. Zineel, one touch to the far corner. Grabs the corner boost. Looks to play safe. Pop infield. Taroco there. Cannot dunk Faded. Ryan now with no boost. Will be challenged by Juice. Lose the 50 over towards Geodes, but Geodes just a little bit too far upfield. And again, more and more pressure. Faded. A bomb downfield. Taroco to answer from the ceiling. Drop down out in front. Ryan will play control. Can't get over the head of Juice. A great challenge up high. Faded. Missed contact. Geodes trying to get underneath Zineel. Not going to happen. Taroco through one. Incredible control from Taroco. But unfortunately cannot beat the last defender. Juice dropping down from the ceiling. Does not have the basketball-style dribble. Zineel. Reset once. Ground pinch is a light one. Up the backboard, Ryan the carry. Cannot find bumps. Faded back in field towards Ryan. Zineel not there in time. It's a pass back from Faded over towards Geodes now. Cannot fake out Taroco. He'll grab boost. He'll look to go to work. The ball does pop off of the sidewall. The demo to Zineel means there is no shooter. Excuse me, it was on the Juice. Misspoke. Juice has that one back downfield. Not quite on target. Almost caught Geodes out of position. Juice will be the last one back. Will cover. Now Juice. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful catch and pop. Fader will look to take control, but Taroco plays it high. Early challenge from Zineel is successful, but Ryan looking to stay on the ball cannot do so. Juice interrupting possession. Ryan in field. Geodes is met by a challenge from Taroco. Again, Taroco, the most tenured professional in this lobby, and arguably that you are going to find. The dude has been around for a very long time. He's been there. He's done that. He's played the who's who of Rocket League. He has all the experience in the world. And if there's ever a guy you need to rely on for consistency, he is going to be that guy. Might even be able to see it here. He elects to just back off, allows Ryan to take a shot, but it's not on target. Rebound also off target. Another rebound. Juice can still make the save. Another save from Zineel. How did we not concede a goal? That is some seriously miraculous defense. Zineel with another save. Oh my goodness. I'm dumbfounded. Zineel with a great early challenge up against two. Taroco next just plays the 50 against Faded. I'm stunned at that defense. Juice looking for bumps out in front, just trying to give Zineel a clear path to the ball. Instead, Zineel gets bumped back into rotation. Now coming through, Faded, one touch up towards the corner. Zineel kicked out wide, gets another follow-up as well. And again, the pressure that Zineel has brought has been palpable, to say the least. A massive shout-out has to be given to E-Train. Shout out Mr. E-Train, my coach, actually, for the team that I play for with Spacebound Cowboys. Thank you very much for the raid, my friend, and welcome viewers to the Apple Slices team stream of Zineel, or excuse me, not Com. I'm used to saying his name. Zineel, Juice, and Taroco. The Lemons do get another one back. It's because I misspoke. 1,000,000% because I misspoke. Okay, it's a lot of stuff, Mateo. I'll have to catch up with that in between games, but for now, this game just became a lot more entertaining. One goal apiece. I will get to that in between games, I promise. But E-Train, you rock, my friend, and welcome fellow E-Train viewers to the Lemons up against Apple Slices, the battle of fruit. Juice towards the backboard. Geodes is gonna go ahead and get rid of that, and rightfully so. Off kickoff, Taroco the cheat. Ryan, slow play, limited boost. Taroco removing the ball off of his card. Geodes takes the challenge. Two players commit. Juice is going to be the only one with boost, so he'll challenge on the pass towards Zineel, who gets bumped out of the way by Geodes, who also has a successful challenge. Now Faded the fake onto one. Juice out in front, able to get the clear. Taroco now carrying from the backboard. Can't get around Ryan. Zineel was waiting in tow. Will look to play control. Does get bumped off the ball, however. Juice crashing in. Does beat Ryan to the ball. No sidewall double. Faded up high. Boost to work with. Out towards Ryan. They do connect. The shot, however, is not on target. There's no rebound as well. Zineel guiding the ball towards safety into the blue half. Apple Slice is looking to set up some offense now. That floater to the backboard is going to be met by a shot with Taroco. The dunk out in front just wiggles its way on through. And the Apple Slices will take game number one. Pure weight room stuff from Taroco, and Faded is left as awkward as physically possible. Superior fruit reigns through for game one. All right, let's read this. As mentioned, you are from Norway. We do that. Every fall break here in Norway, you and your grandparents travel to Molde, which is one of the, excuse me, needed water. Which is on the other side of the country. It's about an 8-hour drive. These drives and vacations in Molde is one of my fondest memories. Let me now paint you the picture of Molde. Imagine you drive out of a tunnel, drive towards the city, They're toward the city center and a house, and you see 2 ferries parked along the harbor. You look past the ferries, oh my goodness. I want to see Norway so badly, man. If you park your car and walk further into the city, you'll eventually reach a soccer stadium and a glass hotel named Sailet, the Sail. The stadium is home to Molde football club. That's awesome. What we're waiting on for the next game, by the way, is Taroco actually restarting his game. Your hero is restarting his game. Yo, wait a minute. Mike knows... Mike's a Pokemon guy? Garchomp and Empoleon? Hello? Am I about to learn something new about you? After knowing you for so long, am I about to learn something new? I feel like I am. I did not know you were a Pokemon fan. I'm a huge Pokemon fan. Do it, please. Absolutely send it. All right, we're back underway. You have a red Victini? Oh my god. Oh, I know exactly what it's from. I have not played the card game. I mainly shiny hunt on the Switch and play Go, but we're not going to worry about Pokemon right now. We're going to worry about the fact that the Apple Slices are just running away, trying to sprint to the finish line as quickly as they can. Zineel will put that away as every single member on the side of the Lemons is left on 0 as the ball crosses the goal line. Mike, I'll message you my code. Are we added? I think we're already added. I can't remember. Juice, downfield. Ryan, the interception. Zineel from the ceiling is a light touch met by Taroco. Does not get a reset. Instead will follow the ball in the corner, trying to set it up high and spike it off the ceiling, but is unsuccessful. Juice one more time infield. Zineel trying to stay in the air. Use the last of his boost out in front. Great repositioning by Zineel. Boost about to show up. Zineel can't grab it. The demo out in front could make things awkward, but a great bump from Zineel and a boost steal will allow Apple Slices to break out at least temporarily. Zineel looking to play control. Does have it. A reset, however, from Geodes looking for the double tap. It is awkward out in front, but Taroco can clear that ball out to the wide area of the pitch. Juice one more time downfield. Geodes and company being a little unrelenting at present. Zineel. Chain dash on the wall. One touch. Following in the corner, attempting to bump Ryan, but will not actually make contact. Juice denied of the corner double, as Taroco was denied of life on the field. Bump comes through into Taroco. Zineel the turn. Loses the challenge towards Geodes. Juice up high. Beats the ball by Ryan. Double tap. Denied by Taroco. Still in a dangerous position. Shot not on target. Follow up from Ryan. Met by Zineel. Taroco on low boost. Zineel going to follow the ball on downfield. Now Geodes the pop up. Challenge from Juice will get the ball off of the player from the Lemons. In comes Faded to the backboard. No contact made. It is a fake, but the shot from Geodes sails high. Taroco, a good touch around the 0 boost. Faded. Ryan, demo. Juice is going to have space and boost to work with. This is what we love to see. Resetting from the ceiling. Can't get the extra touch. It is denied up high by Geodes. Zineel. Sidewall double. Does get around 1. Taroco, continuation touchdown field. Zineel ends up leaving it on the reset. Juice does get a reset. Looking for the corner double. Instead, it's Taroco with the far post. Shot saved. Demo out in front. Makes it wide open. And Zineel gets his and the team's second. Taroco shot barely saved. And Juice clearing out Faded mightily. 2-0 for the home stream favorites. Faded gets around 1, will not get around 2. Juice does not get the sidewall double. He's limited on boost, but does get the pop downfield as Zineel goes headhunting. Successfully eliminates Ryan. Taroco adding pressure to the backboard once more. That pop-up is criminal. Zineel never expected it. Juice having to play back. Great early challenge. Pass in field with heat. Geodes wins the 50, but not on target. Pass now from Taroco to the 0 boost Zineel. Looking to bring it back in field. Finding Juice. He'll slow the pace down. Looks to play the 50. Zineel another turn. Wide open. Taroco will never miss that ever. Now we're starting to run away with this. (3-0) the scoreline in favor of your home team, Apple Slices. The superior fruit, looking to come out on top. Done a great job so far, maintaining the lead as long as they possibly can. Oh my goodness, this double tap from Geodes! He even gets the extra touch. How is it not in? The quick tap from Geodes. How is that not a goal? And how is that in any way closer than the call from last game? Oh, don't tell me the pre-jumping passive play links up. Not quite. Holy moly, man. What are we doing? That was terrifyingly close. My goodness. Redirect towards net. Juice is going to have a great save, but holy crap, man. They're playing with my heart right now. That absolutely deserved a goal. That was incredible work. Taroco with another pinch save off the post. Juice gets the clear. Zineel does not have contact. Ryan unable to collect that boost. It'll respawn now, but Zineel might just be first to it. He is. Faded up high. Bumped off the ball. Redirect. Off target. And at present, the Lemons cannot buy a goal. Taroco, welcome. What you're witnessing right now is a superior fruit coming out on top. Zineel has the reset shot towards net, but Geodes will go ahead and deny that. There's only 20 seconds left, and unfortunately for the Lemons, that is simply not enough time to get 3 goals on the board. It would have to be goal right now, kickoff goal, and that is not happening in this future, or excuse me, in the future of this game. They might get 1. Nah, even that's being a little bit generous. The ball's going to slow down basically to a halt. Juice trying to play control, playing a little bit of keep away. Kick out wide. Ryan does not have it. Geodes a little bit too far under the ball. We'll keep it up. Faded with the pass. One more towards Ryan and towards Geodes. Can't keep the ball alive. Thank you for the follow. Is it Taroco? Is it Taroco? How do I pronounce your name? I want to get it right. As a caster, I like getting it right. Mateo, I will show off those photos post-game. Those are beautiful. Yeah, Mike, send me the photos. I just added you, by the way. I feel like we were added previously. I don't know why we would have been removed, but regardless. This is great work. We love this. Let's keep it rolling. Off kickoff. Faded the first opportunity. Slowed down by Zineel beautifully. Over the head of Geodes as well. He'll take over to the sidewall. Has boost from the ceiling. Does not get the reset. Does pop around 1, but Juice is able to recover. Bombing the ball past the midfield line. Geodes collecting that mid boost. Early challenge coming through on the side of Apple Slices. Taroco does not make contact, and Zineel looks to play patient. Ryan cannot get the bump. Zineel gets around Geodes, looking for the reset. Does have it, but Faded plays patiently. Pops the ball up. Zineel and Geodes trade demos. That ball floating towards net is a routine save for Geodes. He'll pass it out towards Faded. 50 on the sidewall. Juice, bump for his efforts. Light pop towards net. Taroco able to get it out wide. Close call, but frankly, close does not count. All that counts is the ball going over the goal line. Zineel, one touch. Taroco now guiding the ball towards safety on the other half of the field. Looking to pressure the ball as well. Does get a demo onto 1. It's Juice to turn back in field. Hello, wide open net. Juice will take it on his own. Zineel was there, but it's not even going to matter. Juice with a great read will take it the entire way himself. 1-0. It does, I mean, yeah, that was only game 2, but to be fair, yesterday it was best of 3 and best of 3, so to feel like the series should be done, it does make sense. Taroco now with a chance on his own. Goes over the top of 1. Looking to play the 50 out in front of net. Trying to bump Faded. Cannot quite do so as Ryan's able to get the clear. Booming clear. The shot's not on target. And again, right now the Lemons cannot buy a goal. It is super unfortunate because they've had opportunity after opportunity. But the defense from Apple Slices has been out of this world. Premier level defense that you are supposed to see from the 11th seed, and even then, arguably higher than what we should be seeing. It's just been unreal. A lot of it spearheaded by Taroco, again, the most experienced player that we have. Zineel, the newest addition, has been spectacular throughout the course of the series. He gets another bump out in front of net. Taroco's shot goes high. What a touch from Juice! It's not quite going to go. Ambitious to say the least, but my goodness, he almost had it. Getting a reset from the ceiling. The extra touch is met by a challenge from Geodes that is unsuccessful. Taroco does not have that either. Zineel the turn. Faded. No boost will seal the corner. Pop in field. Juice has the clear. The Lemons sent packing once more. Taroco. Good touch to the sidewall. Juice following up. Shot over the head of Faded. Just off the bar. Crossbar being the best friend of the defense, at least in that moment of time. Good opportunity right now. Ryan can't get the shot on target. Faded can't get it around it either. Now Taroco looking to go on his own. Instead, Zineel passing towards Juice. Towards the far post. Not on target. Actually, it wasn't target. Excuse me. Misspoke. It was just cleared out, frankly, by Ryan. We'll turn on the ball. Zineel. Sidewall double? No. Left for Taroco. Booming clear once again into the blue half. As good as the offense has been on the side of Apple Slices, the defense is the crucial part of this machine that just simply is working to full efficiency. Good opportunity as Zineel actually ends up passing him backwards. Not sure if that was intentional or not, but the bump comes through. Taroco gets a save once and will guide the ball out wide. Juice on the respawn does get his boost taken away by Geodes. Here to the turn. Pass in field towards Ryan. Leads the receiver off the backboard. The double is saved somehow, some way by Zineel. Juice now. Pass over towards Zineel. Will not follow it up as it was interrupted by Faded. Juice cannot win the race to the ball. Back in field. Taroco, another clear. Mateo, you're absolutely right. Defense does win championships. And right now, the defense of Apple Slices has been astounding. Up high, Zineel. Booming clear. Never even touches the ceiling. That finds its way all the way to the backboard where Ryan looks to reset the offense. Juice, good interception. Around one goes Geodes. Second touch, not on target again. Unfortunate for the Lemons, the shooting inaccuracy. There's a good opportunity, and Juice cannot get back. Faded has one. On no boost, Juts gets the second touch, and Juice unfortunately cannot wrap around the ball. One goal each, a late score from the Lemons. Geodes goes underneath Taroco. Reset, pinch save up high by Juice. Ryan continuing to apply pressure. Demo, though, is offered up by Taroco. Defense on offense, I should say, not offense on a defense. Taroco will nuke the ball downfield. Geodes has to cover for it. Zineel, drop back down. Juice, crashing in, does not make contact. Scary opportunity, a good bump onto the shooter. Still leaves things open. Ryan doesn't make contact. It's awkward out in front of our defensive net. The demo from Juice onto Faded could open things up. Geodes the challenge, wins the 50. Up high, there is a shooter, but the shot's not on. Ryan misses out wide. Will have to be done in the air? No. Overtime accepted. Zineel bumped off the ball immediately by Geodes. Ryan looking to play control. Around one, around two, actually. And Taroco bumped, makes things awkward, but he still recovers beautifully. Now up against Faded. We'll rip that shot towards net. Faded saves it up off the backboard. Ryan eliminating the thoughts of a rebound shot. Taroco wins one challenge. Kick wide by Faded. Juice. Downfield, boosting the tank. Ryan, booming clear. Zineel now looking to get involved in the offensive half. It was Juice searching for bumps, who stole boost back in field towards Taroco. What a great interception by Juice. It'll find its way towards Zineel. He does beat the defense with one. It'll spike down from the ceiling. Taroco, the drop down. Geodes just happens to be under the ball. Zineel, the turn. Ryan there right away. Taroco controlling the ball, keeping it close. Not giving the Lemons a sniff of possession. Geodes taking it away. Pass towards Ryan to the sidewall. Double in tow. Does have it. Zineel. Great save up against Faded. Ryan looking to pass it back towards Geodes. It's left awkward. Juice's touch escapes him. But it will give Taroco time and space with the ball. Ryan is going to look to challenge right away. Good 51 by Taroco. Faded's touch escapes him. 50 kept neutral at the midfield line. Zineel. Routine clear. Moves that ball to the backboard. He'll crash in up against Ryan. It's going to spike down in front of net. Taroco and Juice both go. It's awkward out in front of net. Ryan the clear. Zineel on no boost is still able to make the challenge happen. Taroco there. Out in front. Faded one challenge. Ryan to help clean up the mess. Apple Slice is inching further and further upfield, but haven't found that series clinching goal just yet. Into the corner. Juice. Shot. Not on. Ryan. Clear. Taroco clicking the mid boost. Will retreat. Zineel covering for him while he gets into a different position. Juice. Has Taroco, but instead looks to play patient. Saw multiple defenders trying to cover the high challenge. Instead, Zineel now resetting. 50 lost. Out in front. Faded. Able to keep the ball in the corner as Taroco looks to play up next. Demo onto one. Could leave things open. The ground pitches through, and that is the series. Took a little bit of extra time and extra effort, but we will take the victory. The game a little bit bugging out with me, but that is okay. 2-1. Of course. Taroco has looked fantastic so far. Great stuff. Shout out to Judgment for the follow. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast, my friend. That is 2-0. And real quick, I do want to show off what Mateo was talking about because this is just some stunning views. Mateo, our lone foreigner in the chat, if you will. I mean, just take a look at this, at these beautiful views that he's talking about. My goodness. Hey, you're too kind, my friend. You are far too kind. Thank you. Man, this makes me want to go to Norway so badly. That's just stunning. If I'm to pick between city and mountain views, I'm taking mountain views 10 times out of 10. That just goes back to a previous discussion that I had to harp back in on. So, anyways, looking at the bracket, you know, we move on through 3-0 up against the Lemons. Whippersnappers and Sherbrooke FC looks like their series is about done. Everything right now in terms of our pool, I'll show everything in terms of our pool is going as intended. Real quick, I'm going to select yes for the prediction. Congrats on the channel points. And while in between games, we run ads so that we don't have to worry about ads during the matchups themselves. So we're going to run that as well. But here's where the bracket stands. It appears as though Whippersnappers is going to be our opponents. A win puts us through to day 3 without any problem, and a loss puts us down here in which we have to wait a long time. So let's just hope we win and move on from there. Let's see if the other pools have anything interesting M80, Southampton Academy. This is going to be a really fun matchup. M80 will win this. I'm pissed. Mech Life and Nolly is a ridiculous roster, but this Southampton Academy roster of Kevin, Ivan, and Velocity. Velocity is so fun. I love that dude. Shout out Velo. This is going to be a great matchup to watch out for. Next to New is probably going to face Spacebound, I would think. If SBC... Oh, Snaz, Rocks, and Leao. Yup, Nolly's on M80. Nolly, Mech, and Life. It's a great team. Oh, yeah, a bot. Mike, can you go ahead and ban them? Can you do me a favor and get him out of here? Actually, I got him. Yep. Dummy. Alright, we're just waiting on the results to see who we face. Probably going to be Whippersnappers, and I'm actually going to change the team names now. Hey, it's all good. When was the last time you did mod things, though, like outside of just now doing the poll? Realistically. Alright, it is official. Whippersnappers did win. All the international homies hate bots. Yeah, 2 years ago. That's brutal. Alright, new prediction. Will we take the W? Again, same prediction, same exact style, but this time we're up against Whippersnappers, which are the 22 seed? The 22 seed. It's gonna be tough, and I'm just saying out loud, Expert really is that guy, okay? We've looked great so far. We have not dropped a game yet. This is going to be a very fun series, and I hope you're all ready for it. I know I am. Gotta stay hydrated, baby. Can't disrespect the mod. He is the mod. We love you, Mike. Can you ban yourself? I hope not. I don't want you to get banned. Absolutely not. We will not have my mods banned. Just an interesting first result that I want to show off to everybody. Chewy took the first game off Dignitas. 5-up Evo and Bora. Samba, Adverse, and Luby. They took the first game? What is going on? Is that on Herc's stream? I think it is. Oh, here we go. We're rooting for SBC in this. Oh, they're up against Leao. I forgot about that. Yeah, Plexi, Resh, and Lunar Brawler, we love them. Specifically Resh. Coolest Frenchman of all time. Oh, yeah, drops. Drops are enabled, guys. You should be able to claim drops off watching this stream, by the way. Pat didn't type. Thanks. Is she actually doing the broadcast? Yeah, she is. Okay. Okay, they won game 2. But this is apparently a really close series. Dignitas is weird. We actually beat Dignitas in Open 1 to keep them out of the top 16. Look at Evo with a 3-goal game. Oh, and that's Chica, excuse me. She's a CRL caster. We're a fan of hers. Herc is a really sweet person in real life. I got to meet her at a Cloud9 OG watch party at Worlds 2024, and Chica is a very good CRL caster. So, good broadcast for Dignitas. Alright, Whippersnappers is official. Oh boy. Now, they have dropped the game so far in each series. Which, this Tenjin team is seed 107. I do know Stellar. Gengar is the Apple Slices. Arguably, it should be Applin. if you want to go with ball knowledge there, Mike, it should be Applin. Or Drapple, or my bad, Hydrapple, Flapple. What's the other one I'm missing? Applin, Flapple, Hydrapple. There's one in between. It's an apple pie. I'm kidding. Appleton. Yup. That has to be the team mascot. Come on. Literal apples, for crying out loud. Oh, that's alright. That's fair. What are all the stickers that you have? Ignore that. The unsliced version of our name. You got a point. Because it's apples. It's fruit. I guess if you want to go with the knives, the actual slices part, you could do like Dewblade. Okay, there's all the stickers. Honestly, as a wrestling fan, I feel like Poke Libre or Luchador Pikachu might be the call. I don't know. Hey, create a poll. Mike, create a poll. Dude, I can't stand my own team. Seriously? I can't escape it. Alright, us versus Whippersnappers is real and it's happening. This is to make day 3. The loser drops down and has to wait freaking forever for a match. But we've gone 2-0, 2-0, 3-0, 3-0, and now here we are. It's about game time, ladies and gents. I hope you're all ready for this, because this should be a fantastic matchup up against Whippersnappers. Gonna be a challenge, to say the least. Again, these guys are really good. But I'm ready and the team's ready. I'm vibing. This music's great. I remember back when this summer update first came out. Oh my goodness. It was great. It's a shame the map was blinding, but great time. Shoot, I can't even read those in full. I gotta do it on my phone. Alright. That is a crazy thing to title for Mewtwo. What can we do? You guys know the chats that are like, what is it? Spam this blank to help out blank. Like, spam this fishy to help out squishy. Or to help squishy. You know that? I'm trying to think of one for these guys. Like, is there a banana emote where it's like spam this, where you can say spam this peel to help Zineel? That's a good option, right? Is there a banana emote? Dang it, chat. Sorry, bugging out on my side. Well, regardless of what happens, you guys better pick something. I don't care what it is, but we're getting underway. This is huge. Oh my god, their name doesn't even fit in the title. That's fine. This is going to be highly likely the hardest series the entire day between Whippersnappers and us, the Apple Slices. Good challenge from Juice in the corner. Again, Skippy, Realize, and Expert, all with very high North America results from previous Opens and Regionals. Right now, the first opportunity does belong to Whippersnappers, but now Taroco with the shot. Skippy being headhunted by Juice. Looks to get even more bumps, and Neil will end up turning on the ball. Has boost to work with. Going to the sidewall up against Realize, does win the challenge, but it'll play into the hands of Expert. And watch out for Expert, I'm telling you. Here he's looking for the shot. Taroco, a beautiful skip touch. Everyone is upfield. It's a wide open net, and Juice will put it away. Spam the peel to help Zineel. Spam the Juice to help out Juice. The Juice is loose. He gets the first one on the board. Everybody is just so far upfield on the side of Whippersnappers. I'm surprised, to say the least, by that. Expert now, looking to take to the skies. Gets around one. Double tap. Bar and out. Wow. Teams cannot just get goals against us. Zineel pass in field will not be met by a touch from Juice. Instead, it is the defense from Whippersnappers on the clear downfield. Taroco to take it back. Zineel doesn't have to really worry about coverage there. We'll take the corner boost before Realize can fill up his tank. Skippy. One touch. Realize up high, up against Juice. Realize on the turn once again. 50 out in front, a little bit awkward for the defense, but Taroco cannot have that covered. Double tap being attempted by Skippy. He'll look to drop it down. Juice has nothing, as does Zineel, as does the entirety of the defense. Bumps being attempted. Juice, Taroco, how are they keeping this out? On the drop down, Skippy taking control. On the pop-up, Juice next to it. Zineel continuing the possession. Up against Expert now. Fakes high, goes low, steals the corner boost. Skippy the demo onto Taroco. Zineel just looking to play a little bit of pressure. Be annoying around midfield or so. As Skippy looks to take to the skies once more. Taroco gonna carry the ball out wide. Juice downfield. Expert the turn. Read by Juice on no boost. Skippy gonna have to play patient for the time being. Gets the reset. Extra touch. Easily read by Taroco. Now Realize up high as his teammates are getting bumped out. Does get the reset. Goes underneath Zineel. No. Unsuccessful. It's Zineel. Once again, centering back out. Expert. Light touch on no boost. Juice looking to crash in. Lose the 50. A great job by Expert keeping that one out. Taroco. The pop. And turn on the ball. Out in front. Cleared out by Zineel, but only as far as Realize. Looking for the corner double. Does not make contact. The Zineel will break out for Apple Slices. Retreating back is Skippy. Doesn't collect the corner boost. Gets bumped off the ball as well from the backboard. Expert, one touch. Taroco, up high, limited boost in the tank. The 50 drops straight down to the hands of Juice. Good recovery to the sidewall. Booming clear. Is going to be met by a challenge from Zineel, who was on the full field retreat. Up high, Expert. Playing control, looks to leave it for Realize. Does do so successfully. Underneath one goes Realize. Skippy looking to run the bumps onto Juice. Zineel will clean up the mess. Juice. Boost to work with. Pop downfield. Realize the catch and control on the reset. Gets around one. The ball is slow playing its way towards net. Zineel boosts out in front up against Skippy. Guys, the ball out wide. Zineel has done a fantastic job fitting into this team, and the musty towards net is dangerous, and it is through! The Apple Slices played defense for so long, but the moment they're on offense, Zineel gets this beauty of a flick over the head of Expert. Spam the peel to help Zineel. Pinch back infield. Gonna be met by Taroco. The shot on target and through! Apple Slices looking like a different beast right now. The bumps came through. It was Juice leading the charge. Realize can do nothing about it. Three 0 for the Apple Slices. Zineel even crashing in on that challenge as well, which is going to waste some time off the clock, as well as force the Whippersnappers back into their own half. Another bump. Juice looking to take control. Tries going underneath the defense. Will do so, but unsuccessfully. A booming pinch from the sidewall. Taroco No read. Expert to the backboard. Taroco does not have the iron either, and no contact made by Realize. It'll be Skippy up next. Expert up against Taroco. Apple Slice is able to win that defensively. Juice. We're going to turn the ball upfield. The 50 is won. Into the far corner. Realize taking control. Challenged immediately by Zineel. Shooter is there. It's Taroco, but is not on through. Spam Morocco to help Taroco. I love that one. I genuinely don't know what else you're supposed to do for Taroco. I do not know. But look at Juice setting up Zineel now. He gets around Realize, taking it towards the net, trying to go on his own, but can't convert on that opportunity. Limited time on the clock. 3-0 the current score line. Taroco over towards Zineel, looking to drop it down. Wins a 50 out in front of the ball. Basically made stationary out in front of net. But the ball's guided towards safety by the Whippersnappers. It is put down by the Apple Slices, and that is a pretty convincing 3-0 game one. Wow. Hot start. And everybody scored. Everybody scored. 1 goal each. An assist for 2 out of the 3 players. Everyone contributed that game. That was beautiful. Mateo, I am so sorry someone was doing that. Thank goodness you're not trying to sleep and you're watching this instead. Shot on. Clear it out. Early opportunity. Demo comes through. Expert looking to take to the skies, but Zineel's not going to give him the room to breathe. Another demo, this time from Juice. Realize. Does get around Zineel. A rare miss from him. 50 will switch sides of play. Another demo. My goodness. How many demos would you like the Apple Slices to pile up in the early goings of this game? Taroco towards Juice on the pre-flip. Will not connect. Zineel up next. That shot on net is a quality one. It draws out 2 defenders, but Skippy does great to recover. No contact. Taroco, shot, far post. Expert, able to recover. Demo now on the play is Juice. He'll respawn with a little bit of boost in the tank. He had nothing. Zineel's up. Does lose a challenge. It's Skippy up next. Around Juice. Passes way up high. Expert, great controlling touch, but Juice eliminates 1 player. Out in front, still awkward. Off the post again. Expert towards the net. Taroco to keep it out. Zineel is just able to sit back on boost. Play patient. Around 1 goes Realize. Zineel gets the 50. Spam the Juice to help out Juice. Spam the Peel to help Zineel. I guess the Moroccan flag if you want to help out Taroco. It doesn't really line up perfectly, but regardless, I cannot believe the defensive stance the Apple Slices are currently having. This is unbelievable. Skippy with the next offering for Whippersnappers. Taroco gets that sidewall double, but only as far as Realize was waiting at the midfield line. Zineel pinch. Straight back down. Skippy to the sidewall. Taroco going to be there first. Zineel's already downfield, head hunting. On the turn, he does nudge Expert off the ball. Could open things up. Realize has to play back. Good job getting around Zineel as well. Taroco. Who's to work with? 50 up against Expert. Realize just trying to fill up his boost instead it's Juice. Trying to go on his own. Zineel now, the pop-up. Taroco does win the race to the ball. That one floats to the backboard. Skippy makes contact. Apple Slice is starting to settle into their offensive roles here. It's Zineel taking control. 1 touch. Great 50. It's lost towards Taroco, but the full clear comes out. Juice will have to play this one safe. Boost does get taken away. Center down now. Realize the extra touch out in front of net. Skippy, bar, and out again. I don't think I've ever seen the woodwork work in favor of a team that I've hosted as much as this. Ball finds its way over towards Taroco. His shot on net is routinely saved by Expert. But I am blown away at how Apple Slices continue to not concede a goal. Juice loses that 50 right towards Zineel. Good team play. Zineel cannot get the bump onto Skippy. Looks to go over the head of Taroco. Instead, bumps Taroco out of the way, who will reset himself on the backboard. 2 players commit from Whippersnappers. Zineel now up high. Dropping back down. Gets around Skippy. Good control from Zineel. Realize up next. The drop down. Met by Juice. Spiking down from the ceiling. Gets Taroco to play control off the roll. But Expert, I thought he had that one red. Instead, it's Taroco with a shot that Realize has to stretch out for. Zineel getting the reset. Drop back down. Oh, Zineel! Have mercy! The reset basketball dribble is stunning! You are kidding! That is insane! Zineel has looked outrageously good, and now he's playing mind games with Expert as well. Holy smokes. Zineel, take a bow, my friend. That was an unreal shot. And now Juice looks to pass towards Zineel once more. Skippy interrupts it. But holy smokes, I cannot believe that goal from Zineel. Up high, Skippy looking to take it to the air. Does bump Zineel off the ball. Taroco playing close, pays for it with his life. But Juice wins the race to the ball. Zineel now with boost again. What else can he muster? He'll play it into the corner. Expert drop down his pass towards Realize. He'll simply clear out towards the sidewall. Taroco, read by Realize once more. Cutting in field. It's read by Zineel immediately. Ignore the traffic going by. I live on a busy street corner, so that's what that is. Just classic neighbors. Juice looking for demos. Cannot find Skippy. Expert still has to find out the ball as Skippy was moved out of possession of the play. Excuse me. Zineel the turn. Another play to the backboard. Skippy up against Juice. We'll get the extra touch. Taroco. Great recovery on the retreat. That is beautiful rotations. Looks to drop down from the ceiling as well. What a challenge and a great ground pinch to remove the pressure. Pitching up high, this is just a beautiful waste of time being brought on by the Apple Slices. Skippy over to Taroco towards Realize. The shot saved by Juice on the goal line. Back-to-back shutouts. And the only goal scored this game in phenomenal style by Zineel. I'm just dumbfounded. Shady, Bobandy, welcome to the broadcast. I'm glad you could join us. We're glad to have you. Holy mother, dude. And you follow him on Twitter. You rock, brother. Thank you. That was unreal from Zineel. I'm still stunned. Oh my gosh. Well, the defense is certainly helping. Wow. Because we paid the woodwork, continue spam money in the chat to keep on paying the woodwork on their saves. Oh my gosh. Mike, I'll take a look at it once the series is done. I'm hoping that that'll be after this game. I'm not going to lie. We're currently on a beautiful trend, having back-to-back shutouts posted. But this is just an insane effort coming through from Apple Slices. 2-0 on 2 shutouts. 3-0 and 1-0. Zineel looks to open the scoring again. Instead, it's Juice to the far post. Expert has that covered. Taroco back on the pressure. Infield, Zineel on no boost, cannot rotate. A demo onto Expert brought on by Juice, and he reads Skippy as well. The pace right now of Apple Slices is immaculate. They're controlling the pace of play. They're moving swiftly. Rotations are beautiful. Taroco back in field. The shot is on target, just off. Zineel, the follow. Great save by Realize. I thought the first shot from Juice was on net, but alas, I'm incorrect. Skippy does beat the defense, but the ball is finding its way into the corner. Skippy with all the boost looks to drop it down from the ceiling, but Zineel has that one more than read. Able to collect mid-boost as well. Juice the coverage. No more boost in the tank. Will simply float towards that along with the ball. Expert. Nothing to talk about. Skippy. Possession. Trying to get around Zineel. A demo could open things up, and Expert read the play. He's able to retreat back successfully. Taroco steals that corner boost. Expert over the head of Juice means Taroco will look to start the offense from ground zero. Out wide, Taroco, no double. Skippy to the backboard. Looking to bump Zineel. The shot is on. Taroco, another great goal line save. Expert and company still working to get the first on the board. And a goal does come through from the Whippersnappers. They're finally able to cross the goal line. Taroco just can't reach it. Zineel can't wrap around the ball in time. Skippy is responsible for the first for the Whippersnappers. But it is by no means an issue. We've clearly shown the ability to fight against this team, to score, to stand up defensively and offensively. Now that we've broken out our own half, we'll see what Juice, Taroco, and Zineel can create offensively. It's a miss from Juice, but Zineel does end up covering for it. Taroco lose that 50 in field. Juice shot low, Realize, not going to bite. Here comes Realize. Expert working with him. 50, hard off the corner wall. Skippy's going to have a touch no. Zineel just simply too fast to the ball at present. Realize downfield. Pass from Juice to Zineel with control from the ceiling up against two defenders. It is Taroco to try to clean it up. He'll spike that from the ceiling as well. Realize met by a challenge from Juice. It's Zineel the turn. Playing patient. Trying to mind game the defense into oblivion. Unfortunately, on this current offering, it will not work out. Taroco, once again on the turn. Mid boost now available to him. Reset. Pop. Not over the head of Skippy. Good pre-jump defense coming through from Whippersnappers. Juice is there up against Realize. Spiking out in front. Zineel attempting the bumps. Unsuccessful. Taroco takes the shot. Denied at the goal line by Expert. Pass now Zineel. Shutting that opportunity down. The Apple Slices looking to mount offense. More and more. Shot. Far post. Taroco sniping the far corner. Too much pressure. And that shot being the one that broke the Camel's back. Expert cannot reach it. Apple Slices even this game up. Taroco once again out wide. Skippy first to it. Zineel turning, playing patient. Good pop, finds its way towards Taroco, and Expert just able to get a finger on it. A super close call on defense, but now he'll guide the ball out towards safety. Zineel, the turn. Skippy applying more pressure, looking to steal boost, not unsuccessful. Juice from the ceiling. 50 lost into the corner. Bump comes through into one defender, but Taroco not budging. Ends up winning that challenge as well. Finds his way up high towards midfield. Zineel, pass. Taroco plays it patient, wins the 50. Realize getting the save. Juice wins the challenge. Skippy having to wait for boost. Does get it, but the pass out towards Juice is immaculate. Juice can't get the rebound. Taroco the turn. Pop over the top of Expert. No. Skippy now looking to play possession in midfield. Bumps his own teammate as they're trying to play possession. Zineel intentionally losing that 50 towards Taroco, but the lack of boost means there's no contact made. Under 90 seconds to go. Taroco boosting the tank. Realize. Centering pass. Skies over the net. Expert the turn to the backboard in search of a double. He'll instead drop back down. Juice to clean up the mess. Ends up leaving the boost for Juice as well. Skippy playing the low 50. Somehow the defense still able to stretch back in time. Zineel. That 50 goes right towards Expert. Looking to play patient. Can't go underneath Taroco. Realized. Then next defender on the side of Whippersnappers. The reset over the top of one. Gets his way through. Good shot. Juice, unfortunately, cannot reach it. Makes the slightest contact, but still unable to have coverage for that shot. 55 seconds left on the clock. Apple Slice is now in need of an answer here in game number 3. Realize gets the reset, but finds himself too far in front of the ball. Skippy around 2, not around the 3rd, which is Zineel once more. Taroco towards net. Juice with the coverage, spiking out in front of net. Zineel drop back down to Taroco. The passing has been beautiful, but Skippy has coverage. Limited boost around 1. It's only Zineel left. Over the top of him. Rebound is through. Whippersnappers look like they might have themselves a game. There is still time on the clock. But that's a good play from Skippy to get the pass up, and Expert will send it through. Off kickoff. Juice will find Zineel. There's basically no more boost left. Ground pinch is a pass towards Taroco. Expertly read. Taroco up high. It might just be on target. Skippy has a goal line save and Realize gets it away from Juice. The goal has to be scored with time still left on the clock. And unfortunately, it's going to be scored, but not by us. Instead by Whippersnappers. So they will keep the series going. Downfield. Shot on to save by Skippy. It certainly wasn't without trying. The offensive apple slices seemed to be there, but unfortunately the defense did not hold like they did previously. So we will drop a game. It is 2-1 now, still in favor of us. Let me just say this. We put up 17 shots that game. 8 shots from Taroco, 3 from Zineel, and 6 from Juice. Expert had 7 saves. Wow. That's unreal. 13 total saves on the side of Whippersnappers. Our offense was white hot, but we just couldn't quite score as much, and the defense could not hold as much. So hopefully we're able to find our stride once more, end this 1-4 before things get scary and get to game 5. We'll see what the team has to offer. Thank you, Rocket League, once more for having the overlay bug. Greatly appreciated. There we go. Right back into the action. Taroco from his own corner. Searching for bumps out in front, does not make contact with Realize. It's Juice hard off the sidewall. Expert up against Zineel, bumped off the ball. Taroco, the floater. Zineel, pass back towards Taroco. Look at the dissection brought through by the slices. Oh my goodness. Surgical on offense are Zineel and Taroco. A great way to answer back early in game number 4. Beautiful passing resulting in a floater breaking on through. Now off the demo. Realizes the one back. Does get around Zineel and kills Zineel at that. Skippy. Corner double is there out in front. Save. Still in a dangerous spot, but Taroco on no boost does get the clear. Expert took out a defender and got the boost. It's still awkward in front. Zineel with coverage. Again, Zineel has been crucial on all defensive efforts seemingly for us. But right now, the defense is still being tested. Juice with another great goal line save. That one back on target. Juice again stretching out to get another. That clear downfield from Juice to the backboard. Awkward, but Skippy will play it. Leaves it for Realize up high. 51 by Zineel. Good control as well from the corner. I can feel Skippy. Looking for the sidewall double. Does have it. It is on target. Juice will play control. Has boost in the tank. The extra touch will be taken away by Realize, who also runs out of boost. Everyone just seeing how high they can cover the ball at present. Now down low on a ground battle. It's Realize with a shot towards net. Taroco, a goal line save. Ball partially crossing over, but not entirely. The Apple Slices for the moment are going to be able to escape. Pressure being brought right back on by Expert. Juice's touch is met by a challenge from Taroco. That one could drop awkwardly in front of net, but Zineel, patient and calm as ever, he's able to hold his nerve and guide that one to safety. Now Zineel collecting that mid boost. Looking to take his time on the dribble out in front. Can't get through Expert. Taroco will maintain the possession. Boost stolen by Zineel. Good touch on field, but Zineel under the ball once more. Demo onto one by Taroco means Realize will reset in his own half, and Juice looks to take 2. The skies being his playground. Can't get around Realize, however. Taroco keeps the 50 neutral. He has boost as well. Gets over the head of one. Up against Expert. That's out in front. Zineel the rebound. Denied by Expert once more. He'll collect that mid boost, but cannot get the ball away from Juice. It's Zineel taking control once again. Skippy now working with Expert. Into the far corner. Juice. Great touch. All the way down. Taroco intercepted by Realize. Multiple demos coming through on both sides of the field out in front. Juice shuts that down. Ball still in a weird spot. Skippy to turn on the ball. It is a pass towards Realize, who cannot turn on it. Now Taroco ends up missing. Skippy, floater towards net. Zineel the coverage. However, the demo could open things up as Juice was eliminated from the field of play. Taroco's positioning is perfect. And Zineel with the booming clear. Whippersnappers slowly but surely getting a little bit closer to the Apple Slices net. However, they haven't been able to break through. There's a golden opportunity, and they will find their way in. It took physical plays. Taroco beats the ball by Skippy, and Skippy forces Juice to jump early. He can't get up in time. Realize getting one on the board for the Whippersnappers. 2 minutes left in this game. Off kickoff. Expert removed. Realize, no boost. Taroco takes it off of him. It's a pass back towards Zineel as well. Skippy, nothing else to work with. Expert around Juice. Bump onto Taroco. But no shooter in the lane. Zineel another clear. He'll follow up the ball as well. Spiking straight down. Might have another touch. He has it on the reset from the ceiling. Goodness gracious, Zineel. This man is hunting for all the highlights at present. Anything to get the team over the finish line. Out in front, Zineel, more buffs, stealing corner boosts as well. The demo on a Taroco means he'll reset all the way back in our own half, which might even be better for us. He's able to get that towards midfield. Expert up high, both Zineel and Juice are up. Taroco to the backboard, it is a screaming touch. But Realize guides it over towards Skippy. Now down into our corner once more. Taroco slow playing so we can collect the corner boost successfully. Skippy cross net. Juice. Area to work with. Over the head of Realize. A great extra pop. Looking for bumps. Does get one on Expert, but Skippy still back. Holds his nerve. Plays patiently. I thought that Juice might have had that. The bump was beautiful on Expert. But regardless, no goal comes through. Zineel pays for the clear. Realize to the backboard. Double tap. Might just be on. It's off the post. And somehow Expert can't get it to go. The post working for us once again. Taroco up against Realize. Does lose the challenge. There's 30 seconds left. That is a criminal miss. Going against Whippersnappers. Can we turn it into offense? Expert. Shutting it down. Taroco, the turn. Skippy. Gonna have possession. Juice, limited in boost. Skippy trying to just play as a blocker in front of the ball. Realize round one. Skippy the shot. Zineel somehow escaping with the ball. Juice. Loses the challenge to Expert. Taroco looking to go the distance of the field with boost. No reset. Keeps it up. Off the backboard. Zineel maintaining the possession out in front. Oh, man. Juice was demoed. The shooter taken off the field. Overtime. We either see Game 5 or this series ends. Downfield. Expert having to guide away the clear from Juice. Now Realize. He forced off the ball. Taroco backwards. Still has a successful challenge. Juice beat by Realize. He's got no more boost left in the tank. Does get a reset on that. Zineel to safety. Expert up against Taroco. Easy clear. Realize is there to receive it. Booming touch once again into the orange half. Zineel, one touch. Expert there with boost to work with, but the ball moving at a slow pace means it's not too threatening. F50 finds Zineel, who's looking to find Juice. The shot on target, and that's the series. We'll see you tomorrow night. Zineel finds Juice. He sends it through. 2-1 for Apple Slices. There we go. Beautiful. That is beautiful. Compen Fair thing? You gotta help me out with that. That was a gorgeous passing play. That was awesome. Well, we gotta raid somebody, obviously, but now we gotta figure out who to raid. Probably gonna be SBC, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Wow, what a series. We went yesterday 2-0-2-0, today 3-0, 3-0, 3-1. Man, Zineel looks to be the key to unlocking this team's success. The match is finished. That was awesome. But we're going to find somebody to raid. Are they done? Hold on, I got to see. Let me check the bracket. Dignitas did beat Chewy. Where's SBC? Oh wait, they're pool like 8. They lost to RSF? Yikes. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and raid SBC because they're still streaming. So, they lost to Leao? What are they doing losing to Leao? I mean, Leao's great. There's something against him, but whatever. We're gonna go ahead and raid Chenzo. That was the last game of the night. Yeah. Nate, we'll talk about it here shortly, brother. Don't worry about it. But, let's go ahead and get a raid going. All right, guys, I love you all. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you had a great evening. Tomorrow we'll be back live at 7 p.m., but also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram because I'm also broadcasting for Indiana Tech for Collegiate Rocket League tomorrow. So you guys are not going to want to miss that. CRL is a great time. Just follow me on the socials and you'll see all the links posted, but from there, we'll figure things out. As for now, the night here is done. So, I hope you all have yourselves a fantastic evening. I'm going to bounce on out here. We're going to raid Chenzo because we love Spacebound Cowboys. We love those guys. Root them on. GG's. And we will see you all tomorrow night. Take care. Have yourselves a great evening. Until then, stay safe, everybody. Excuse me. Stay safe, everybody. Peace.